At the end of a quiet road, behind black oak limbs that scraped like nails, Ellen's house stood. Old wood settled with a tired groan, and the cold came in through seams she couldn't find. On nights like this, she read by the fire until sleep softened the edges of the house. Tonight, the wind had teeth, and the fire smelled faintly of iron and old books. Her lids were heavy when the phone rang, its sound an animal cry in this place that should have been empty of surprises. "Hello," she answered. A deep voice, flat as a drawn razor, whispered, "I'm going to kill you." Her throat tightened. "Who is this?" Silence met her question, followed by a soft click so polite. It could have been a scolding. She called the police. The dispatcher said he would trace the call. Then after a long breath, "It's coming from inside your house." "That doesn't make sense," Ellen whispered. The house had rules, like a patient, no surprises after midnight. "Probably a break-in," he suggested. She tried to laugh it off. "Okay." The laugh went brittle. The voice on the line never left. "I never hung up," he said. "Who are you?" she demanded. "Douglas." He sounded bored with the name, bored with the plan. When she told him there was an inside caller, he made a small, cruel clicking noise with his tongue through the receiver, like that. A small sound in the dark made her imagine mouths that weren't hers. It made the corners of her living room seem hungry. Then something else stepped into the room, a cold that was not weather. A little figure, pale as marrow, hovered near the couch. It smelled like old chalk. It looked through the lamplight and smiled with too many teeth. "Play with me," it sang, high and thin. Ellen's breath lodged in her chest. She opened her mouth and closed it again. "Oh God, you see it?" Douglas asked. "It's a boy," she said. "He's holding a kite." "Who puts up a kite at night?" Douglas sneered. His voice softened then, like a man remembering something tender and bad. "Cute. What does he want?" "To play," the boy said, tilting his head. His voice scraped the wallpaper. The stranger at the door came before they could argue the semantics of ghosts. Heavy footsteps. A knock like a fist into a trunk. Ellen left the phone against her ear because the receiver felt like a lifeline. She opened the door to a hulking man in ragged clothes with a filthy windbreaker and a machete held too casually at his side. "My car broke down," he said. "Mind if I charge my phone?" She stepped back. He pushed a boot across the threshold. The house inhaled him. He smelled like oil and old stories. She began. "I need it," he said. "Where's the outlet?" "Outlets are in the kitchen," Ellen said, suddenly very small. On the phone. Douglas laughed, a quiet, slow thing. "You invited me in," he said. "How polite." "I didn't invite anyone," Ellen said. The boy drifted closer to the entry, his kite string dangling. "Who's the man?" he asked. "He's a drifter," the man said. "I'm not your enemy." He glanced over his shoulder at the phone. "Who are you on the line, Douglas?" the voice said. The house coiled. The ghost boy sniffed. "Douglas hides in closets," the boy said. "He likes particulars." "Of course I do," Douglas admitted. His voice acquired a warmth that was dangerous and skilled. "I like details." They existed together for a beat, the living, the dead, the voice through the wire. Then the doorbell rang again. 1 ring. 2. Ellen opened the door. There was only a wooden box on the stoop, unmarked, heavy-smelling, like rain and sugar and old laughter. "What's in it?" Douglas asked, teeth sharp in his speech. "Don't touch it," the drifter warned. He didn't look like a man to be warned by a voice. Ellen brought it in, because curiosity had teeth too. The string tied the box spoke to something in her that still wanted to believe in surprises. She popped the lid. A clown, half threadbare with a painted smile that had learned new angles, stared up. Its glass eyes remembered children. Its head was a little too large for the body, its hands a little too intent. There was a pull string at the back. The ghost began, but Ellen's fingers found the string and tugged. A cheerless music made the room tilt. "Welcome to my circus," the doll crooned, mechanical and slow. "Welcome to my tent. There's no way out. Stay a while, won't you? We'll all be friends forever." Ha! Ellen laughed once, a shepherd's laugh that meant nothing. The drifter put a hand to his mouth. The boy stopped floating and watched the clown with the concentration of someone entirely alone. Then the lights went out. The house remembered how to be old. In the dark, voices rearranged themselves. The drifter's machete clattered against the floor. Ellen's heartbeat roared in her ears. Somewhere, a phone clicked. Douglas's voice continued like a rumor, closer and farther, coaxing. A soft, wet sound came from Ellen's face. She fumbled for a lamp and found only the cold smear of glass. "My contact," she groaned. In the black, she fought at the edge of sight, the small, transparent disc. "Look," she said, "it's in." Her hand slipped and the world shifted. Her finger found something softer than her eye. For a moment, she thought it was the contact, the thing that would let clarity return. The motion was intimate and obscene. The room filled with impossible sound, the boy's tiny sob, the drifter's heel as he turned to walk, Douglas making a sound that was not human at all, an itch of satisfaction. The lights returned. The clown's smile was wider. The box was empty. Ellen stood with her hand at her face, mouth open. Her fingers shone wet. Drifter wiped his hands on his pants and walked into the hallway as if someone had asked him to go. When Ellen reached for him, he didn't stop. The front door eased shut behind him. It did not lock. If she had to name the thing that moved in the house, if she had to give it a face, she would not have been able to. It was a chorus, a voice over wire, a child's longing, a stranger's hunger, a doll's song. The house had always taken more than it gave. Tonight it wanted a single quiet thing, attention.